Um, could you move the the man's perspective on the other side? What up, y'all? We finna start in a second for my 3 viewers. Shout out to y'all. Okay, it's over there. Good looking. All right, let's get this thing rolling, man. What's good, y'all? We back with another episode of yeah. We starting over. That's what I like, because when I say this shit, I could just snip that part out. All right, we cool. What's up, y'all? We back with another episode of A Man's Perspective. I'm your host, Jones, and we back with another fire episode. But before we do, y'all know I like to get into give you an excerpt from a book that I've read. You know, it's called Wealth Files. I'm gonna give you a wealth file for the day. So let's get into it. The wealth file for today is: rich people are committed to being rich. Poor people want to be rich. And what that means to me is poor people play with the thought of being rich. It would be cool. You know, you hear these people say must be nice a lot. Must be nice, you know, anything of that nature, anything they see, anything nice or a way that they want to live. It's a must be nice attitude. And rich people just they make a commitment, you know, it's like, you know, just to break it down in layman's terms, just like I'm not going, I'm going to be rich, you know, type of thing. They make a commitment and they do the work. You know, they commit themselves to the process of becoming rich versus it just being some vague thing that they would like. So, wealth file for this episode: rich people are committed to being rich, and poor people just want to be rich. So you got to decide: do you just want to be rich, or are you committed? I'm committed. So, in there. Next, we got "I See You, Black Man." This is actually my favorite part of the show. You know, I like to highlight my black brothers who are out here doing their thing, working hard. You know, these are the guys who anybody that I bring up on here for the "I See You, Black Man," they're definitely committed to being rich. There's no vagueness about it. They're very intentional. They out here putting in the work every single day. Every time I see them on my timeline, you know, they in their purpose, they in their bag. They're just you know, doing what they're supposed to do. And this week we're gonna highlight my boy Rudy Johnson, celebrity chef. Rudy has been doing his thing for a very long time. He's on you know, the Black Ink crew. You know, he's a celebrity chef, a ton of different celebrities, private chef. He you know, he's cooked for me plenty of times. He actually did my parents' anniversary dinner, and the food is fire. So I'm gonna give you guys his Instagram page. It is _the tatted chef _rude. The tatted chef _rude. And you just the work speak for itself. If you hungry, you might want to go to his page a little later, because I'm pretty sure you can't get none of his food tonight. You're going to be hungry. But nah, shout out to you, Rudy. Keep doing your thing. I see you, black man. All right, let's get into tonight's episode. And tonight's episode is life as a fuckboy. Now, am I calling myself a fuckboy? No, I'm not anymore. But I think a lot of guys may go through a phase. Some guys even a lifetime. They make it a lifestyle of being a fuckboy. But as we were talking about last week, from a good guy turned fuckboy, and that was just, you know, you should go watch that episode. It was based. I'm gonna give you just a synopsis. The good guy, you know, after he found out everything that he found out, after he found out the reality of what women can be, and, you know, after everything that happened to him, he may convert to being what's considered a fuckboy, because a fuckboy, it can be subjective. You know, there's some common traits of, you know, there's some common traits where all women will consider these actions or these traits classifies you as a fuckboy. But I don't think, you know, if it's not intentional, you know what I'm saying? What you look? If it's not intentional, you probably not a fuck boy. So let's go down memory lane with me, right? I was definitely a nice guy before. Uh, I put women on the pedestal before. I've been down that road of where women can do no wrong in my eyes, and it was quickly awakened to that. And I didn't say I turned to quote unquote fuckboy ways because of that. It was more so because I was super young when I was in like a committed relationship, and it just so happened after I became aware of how women can be. It was the time for me to live my life. I was a young man, newly single, so it's time to go fuck some shit up. All over the board. I was on the road to get my finances together, just becoming a better person, and when you on the road of doing that, you go run into some women. You might have your way out here, and for me, I had a good time. But let's talk about like what would be considered a fuck boy. And so we have a young lady in the room, and I would love to hear what you think a fuck boy is.
Okay. My definition is definitely starting off with intent. That you have intent to fuck over people that haven't done anything to you. You kind of come in a space and you, as a man, pursue the space just to kind of fuck shit up with no care in the world how you leave in the space, basically. Like, if you date people, it don't work out, that's one thing, but to kind of, like, leave people alone or just do fuck shit, honestly. Mm-hmm. Just do shit that you wouldn't want to be done to your daughter or your mom or shit like that. Yeah, you don't have no thought or consideration for the person you dealing with.
I agree. Now, the difference between, I feel like when the guys are a young age and when I say they do this, it's not like it's with intent. Sometimes you can do things out of ignorance. Like, you can be moving and you not necessarily knowing that or you may not know what you want, but it's just like you kind of winging it. It's not like I'm going into this situation where I'm finna fuck shorty over. I know I ain't on shit. Ooh. So what do you say to that?
But if you do that, that's fine. Like, my thing is, like, all this is a learning lesson, right? Doing something once, you weren't aware, you didn't know no better. You do it again, that's a choice. You just made a choice to be a fuckboy. You know, and you saw the results of what you just did. Now, if you go continue to do it again, that's intent at that point. Because you know. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know where that left that person. You know whether that made you feel bad or not. You saw the results of that shit. Okay. And you know it's fucked up. So now, yeah, you a fuckboy. Because the intention is there. You intentionally doing this shit again. Damn. To do it again, that's crazy.
I was a fuckboy then.
For sure. For sure.
I was a fuckboy, man. Early 20s. Yeah, that sounded like what I was doing. Because, so I'll pursue a woman at that time, and, I don't know if I want anything serious, but I know I'm interested, so we going to go in and we going to go out or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. And then, let's say it don't work out. And why it don't work out is because I didn't want it to work out. But I may have been acting as if I was headed somewhere with this situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But now it could be, I don't know. With me, I'm a naturally charming. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily mean I'm like trying to, court you heavy or, oh, he's showing it. Like, no, I'm a just like naturally charming, flirtatious kind of guy with specific women. I could turn it on and turn it off. I'm just not out here just flirting with motherfuckers just because. Okay. You know what I'm saying? If you pique my interest a little bit, you're going to see the charm side of me. Because I could definitely be around somebody I'm not attracted to and keep that shit super formal. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But if there's a little interest there, you're going to get the charm side of me. But it doesn't necessarily mean I'm finna go down that road with you.
Okay. You
know what I'm saying? But to, basically call myself out on that shit. After the first couple of times, I knew that, okay, I don't want a relationship right now. I'm not really in that season or whatever. So let's go with the flow roll type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I was in that phase where you know, I approach women, and you know, if it'll get to a certain point, like what we doing, and I'm like, nah, I fuck with you. Yeah, I fuck with you. I like you. I don't know, right? Let's, you know, just go with the flow. You know, we can see where things go. You know, I ain't gonna rush. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
But in the back of my head, I'm like, I ain't really on shit. You know what I'm saying? But I want to keep fucking.
And I don't know if that makes you a fuck. Does that make you a fuck boy? Because I feel like at that point, she need to go. Like if it's not for her.
So you going okay? So the accountability of the woman.
Yeah, like
if you ain't really getting what you want, it's time to walk away type shit.
And you ask, you know, because women do get what are we? You know, niggas we are farmers, you know, shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, to me, that's not a fuck boy. I'm trying to, like, if you know you leading her on and you saying shit, you kind of getting the perks and stuff like that, and you not saying anything, and you see the kind of woman she is or whatever. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's what's fucked up, because now men are asking you, like, how I'm gonna wife you if I don't see the wife? But then, you know, and that's, you know, I'm showing you the wife, and you telling me, like, you need some time. Mm-hmm. So I'm giving you time, and I'm still doing wife shit. So now I'm being your dummy with you having no intention, and you know you don't have no intention. It's one thing when you know, we filling it out. I'm trying to see. I'm giving you a little something, you give me a little something. But when I'm being your dummy, and you know I'm being a dummy, but I'm feeling like, you know, I want him to see how I can be a good wife. Yeah. That's fucked up, because you're going to leave her in a fucked up space.
And I'm gonna tell you the difference between, you know, how I move now and then. Like, that's basically manipulation on his part, or my part, per se. Let's say I'm fucking with you, and I know deep down that I ain't really on shit, but I see you, you know, putting in effort, and I can see that you're emotionally invested, and I'm knowing it's like it's clear now, but I don't really want to cut it off because I'm reaping the benefits of us, quote unquote, going with the flow. But I know I ain't on shit. That's fuckboy. That's kind of like fuckboy material.
Exactly.
But like how I move now, if I ain't on shit, I give a motherfucker grace. You know, I just flat out and be like, yeah, I ain't really on shit. You know, I like hanging out with you. We could be casual. If you okay with that, then cool. If not, I just, you know, cut my losses and boom. I know that'll dead ass how to go.
You're giving her you're not taking her option away.
Mm-hmm.
Of being like, hey, this is where I'm at right now. You can meet me here, or you can, you know, you can leave, but I'm letting you know.
Yeah.
I think fuckboys don't give you that option.
No.
You just kind of stick around, and the girl is hoping, especially with this kind of climate we in, and thinking about it, being a woman, like, being prideful and feminine and vulnerable. You know, you don't want to be like, hey, like, what we doing? Like, you kind of want to just hope it gets to, like, we're dating or something. You're hopeful, you know?
That line is thin between for a woman, the line is thin when it comes to y'all asking, quote unquote, what are we? Because you don't want to seem like you putting pressure on them, but you also don't want to waste your time either.
Yeah.
So it's like that balance. Ooh, when is it appropriate to ask this type thing?
And that's when that 90-day window comes in for men. Like, I mean, I think for everybody, like, in 90 days, somebody gonna catch some feelings, and we gonna have to make some adjustments. Either we staying with this, or we not doing it. And I think
it could go longer than that.
No, but like in 90 days, in literally 3 months,
yeah,
we can kick it. The honeymoon is fresh, it's cool. Something's gonna try us to the point it's gonna be like, wait. So we fuck with each other, we spend night with each other every day, cool. What are we though? What are we doing? You can't fuckboy me. So if you was fuckboying me for 90 days, that's fine. We was fucking, it was great, cool, we eat it together, blah, blah, blah. We go out every now and then. Okay, but now what are we doing? It hits, I feel like it hits in 90 days, personally.
I say it can go longer than 90 days because it depends on how much y'all seeing, how much time is spent within these 90 days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's going to take a little time. Time together is kind of what you count those days. Not just because we talking. You know what I'm saying? Because we could just be texting back and forth on the phone. Let's say in a month, I saw you twice this month. But we talk we talk throughout the week or whatever. That's not gonna really build a bond versus if I'm with you every weekend or if I'm seeing you throughout the week type shit. Because I've done both before. I've been the in a situation where we seen each other every fucking day. You know, that'll never happen now because I'm just too fucking.
Busy.
Life is just different now. But I remember the times where you can catch feelings fast because y'all spending so much time together.
Right.
So it can go over 90 days, especially if you're an adult. Because what if you only seeing this person twice a week? Or I don't even see how that could be happening. Well, I'm thinking about my life because everybody's schedule is different. So let's say you start talking to a guy seriously right now. From your end on how your schedule is, how many days a week you think you could see him?
Depending. I'm cool with if I see you once a week because I know how life work, right? Wait, what you mean?
We talking about your schedule. Don't consider him. That's how many days a week can you see him right now, and it be cool and not mess anything up for you. You know what you want to say.
I mean, I have a very flexible schedule, right? I do
Okay.
I have time. Like I have time for someone if they're worth it. Like I can make time, and like how my world goes. I don't have any kids.
Right.
I work how I want to work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm flexible right now. So you know,
So that's right, nigga. He can see you about Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
He could for sure. But
Facts.
I don't know what you mean when you say like. Well, that's what I'm saying. So I'm flexible, so they can see me if I can make the time. So
let's say the guy is flexible too, and he can make time. You guys kind of got some availability in y'all situation in 90 days. You gonna know what the fuck going on because y'all seeing each other a lot.
But even if you're not, I'm trying to see the intent you put in with it. Like I understand you busy. I don't care. That's why I can, for a man, if you could see me once a week, no matter how busy your schedule is, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? We talk, you know what I'm saying? But I think you start to see like the drop off kind of like you had time this week. You had a lot of time at first, right? Then you got so busy. You just so busy now. Like Mr. Busy Man, like, you know. And so I think you posted something was like lack of effort is lack of damn.
I don't even think I posted that.
I think you did. It was like lack of effort is lack of interest or something like that.
Might have been a while ago. I don't remember.
It had to be recently because I just saw it. But I think somebody
posted that.
But I think whoever posted, they was like lack of effort shows lack of interest. So I'll just peep that. Like, okay, like when the time goes down, I'm like, okay, and I kind of just pull back. I'm not gonna be like, so what's going on? Like what's going on with your intentions? Like, you pulling back, cool. Like,
I feel you. So like with me, when I was going through that phase, I didn't really have a regard for how the woman was catching feelings. You know, I was in like a very, I didn't care. I was cold hearted basically. I don't even want to say I was hurt. I just wasn't in a space where I cared about, you know, I wasn't aware of women's feelings, I guess. You know, and how it can affect you guys. Because the reason why I give grace now, or I don't want to say give grace, but the reason why I'll give a woman the option to fuck with me based on where I'm at is because I know how it feels to how your feelings hurting type shit. Because experience brings empathy. You know, if you ain't experienced it, you can feel sorry for somebody who went through something. But when you went through it too, that's empathy. So it's like, you know what? I would rather, you know, let this person know up front type shit. But back then, no, I'm just, you know, do my thing.
So what's the difference between like, I don't want to say a hoe phase. I hate that term, but like a man just having his hoe phase. Like I'm not looking for anything, right? And I don't know if you state that up front, but like I feel like when girls go through their like quote unquote hoe phase, it's like, I'm gonna go out on a date with you. We can talk and text, but also everything is revolving around my time. You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference in that versus like the toxic part of a fuckboy? or I don't know if a girl could be a fuck girl, but like, what's the difference? And like, I'm doing shit on my time, right? If I have time for you, I'd love to take you out on a date. We could do that. I can't text you all day. I won't. When I can, I got you. If I can't, you will have to understand that, right? Versus like being a fuck boy. Like, what's the definition? Because I'm sure you've been in both spaces. Like, once you get single, you want to be outside. You know what I'm saying? You want to have your choice of your pickings and shit like that. So what do you think is the difference between those two spaces?
I feel like in my experience, women are more mature when they're in their whole phase. In my experience, I'm pretty sure guys can tell me about times where it was toxic or whatever the case may be. But the times where I ran across women who was in their whole phase, I knew that in the door. They'll flat out be like, yeah, I'm not really into nothing serious. They either tell me I'm just coming off a breakup. I kind of just want to have some fun. I don't want nobody down my back type shit. And they'll let you know in the door. I even had matter of fact, I had a situation where, it was me and this girl. We just had a sexual relationship, and we would hit each other up whenever we wanted some. And I remember I hit her up one time, and she was like, no disrespect, but can it be like, can I just hit you up when I want some? Versus, you know what I'm saying, when you, and that was some honesty. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like women are just a little bit more blunt versus like a guy when he in his whole phase, he just sticking and moving. There's no communication really. It depends on when he have it too. Because usually when guys have it, we young, so we not that mature or emotionally intelligent to communicate these things, not knowing that sometimes, more likely than not, we can still have our way with honesty. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's gonna be a dub, G. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the risk you're gonna have to take. Like I remember with one shorty, the sex was great. I did not want to, you know what I'm saying, get that up. But this was like in recent years, and I'm emotionally intelligent and knowing, so I'm like, you know what? I ain't really on shit with you. If you still want to continue down this road, blah blah blah. And she was like, okay. And I'm like, oh shit, I thought I was finna lose you, G. I thought I was finna lose you, gang. We could ride it out, you know what I'm saying? So the difference is in those spaces is just women are just a little bit more communicative, have a little bit more, yeah.
Okay, I can see that, and I can see that in even situations that I've been in that's more like they've been exactly that, like just sexual relationships. But then I don't understand when men be like, "What's up with you?" Like we don't have to. My thing is, you don't have to check in on me. We don't have to check in. Like, call me for what you want. That. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a weird situation. But yeah,
that's like okay. So let's say if it's a situation where y'all have a sexual relationship, it's kind of new, and the guy and y'all both kind of it's a sexual relationship, and he knows it, but it hasn't been communicated. It's like a quote unquote an unspoken thing that you guys agree on, but without communication.
Implied.
You know what I'm saying? So that gray area, what guys will tend to do is they will be reaching out and checking on you, knowing they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to make you feel awkward, like I'm just using you for sex or calling you for sex or whatever. When low key, you're cool with that.
Yeah, I feel like to me. I feel like in a woman world, like don't do that. I don't know it. Oh, it's very hard to explain because, like, I feel like women are okay with just having a sexual relationship. And when I say don't make me just feel like it's sex, it's not the reaching out. I know
exactly what. Yep.
It's very because I don't know if I want to explain my own life examples, but yeah, like don't make me like when a girl's on her like her shorty, Mother Nature's around, but you know what I'm saying, you hit her up or whatever, and it's like oh, what's up? Like, how your day was? And like, it's almost like, why are you talking to me? So you just go and tell them, like, my shorty on, like, my period now, what's up? And they just like, oh, okay. It just feels like, what? Like, but you know what's up. Like, you know what's up.
So are you saying you wouldn't like that?
I'm saying, I feel like, I don't know. I think that's I don't know. I don't know. It's the feeling. Like, I'm okay with having a sexual relationship unless you make me feel that. And but I don't know. I guess I just kind of contradicted myself and saying, but like, don't check on me then.
Cause I'm just saying.
It's I don't know, cause I don't know. I've gotten two different situations where it's like it's mixed signals. For me, if we just have sex and you don't take me out and stuff, I immediately equate it to a sexual relationship. Okay. Now, even whether I want you to do more or whatever the case may be, I let you regard this for whatever it's gonna be. You, okay. I don't know if that's right.
So if you let me, let's just say you let me categorize what this is gonna be, mm-hmm. and you don't want that, then what?
I kind of just move around. If the sex is good and it's beneficial and convenient for me, I'll keep it around. Like,
right,
cool.
right.
But if it's like inconvenient, like I have to like drive too far or something like that, and we're just having sex, and I'm like, this isn't beneficial. It's not beneficial. Really, like, yeah, it's not beneficial. So I'll just kind of like move around.
Okay.
You know, like that's just, and I'll just leave it there. Like, you didn't want more from it, clearly, because I feel like, you know, a man gonna go for what he wants or whatever.
So how can a guy be a better fuckboy?
By being aware and being communicative about what you want.
Okay.
A better, like in fuckboy realm, like a better fuck, like literally a better fuckboy. Shit, I guess.
Okay, so let's start here. Let's say you dealing with a fuckboy. Mm-hmm. What would be some reasons you cut him off?
Me in my now realm or me before I knew better?
Well, I'm talking about me before I knew better, so you can talk to.
What would make me cut him off?
Yeah.
Disrespecting my space. If the dick is good, I don't have a lot of any problems. Like, I don't fuck what you do. As long as you don't disrespect me or had no girl calling my phone because you're being a fuckboy. Mm-hmm. So don't have nobody calling my phone. It's just don't disrespect me. If we outside, if you're not gonna speak and that's our thing, just don't ever speak. But like, I just don't disrespect me. It's just disrespect.
Gotcha.
Other than that, we can keep it P. Don't gotta speak.
What's that? If I see somebody, I'm fucking with them outside. It's what up. It's love. G, what up?
Like that's how I feel like it should be because you're not with anybody, or like you being a fuckboy to me, then you go get a girlfriend. I think that kills bitches. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think that is like.
Damn.
That'll get you caught out. Not by me, but like a lot of people. That's like the worst thing. Like, you just fucking me. I only see you then you pop up with a girlfriend. A girlfriend.
That's tough.
You wiped the bitch? And you fucking you.
That's what Gee, I swear. I feel like when I show up with a girlfriend, it's gonna be like, what the fuck, bro?
Like the disrespect. Like, you couldn't warn a bitch. Like, damn.
Because it's definitely gonna happen out of nowhere. Like,
and I feel like that's, I don't know. I just think, I don't know. Niggas be wild with that shit. Like, just wild as fuck. Like, especially when you dealing with them consistently.
Yeah.
Like, they're like your weekly fuck or something. They're a part of the weekly fucks.
Uh-huh.
Like, you could tell a nigga, like, that my dick appointments is now just canceled. Like, what the fuck? I don't know if I'm more mad about that part, or you just really gonna show up with you wifed a bitch. And I'm just sitting here with a wet ass, like.
But, okay, so why is that a problem, though? Because y'all both have a sexual relationship, so did you secretly want more?
You know what? I don't know if that's a thing for me, because even when I want more, I want to see, I let men act accordingly, right? And I've heard from men specifically, like, I want, a dude just told me, like, why would if you let me be a butterfly and be outside, why would I stop that for myself? Even if I would fuck with you like that, like, you didn't say nothing. Mm-hmm. You're not telling me shit. But I'm like, you don't want this. To me, you don't want this. And the time you giving is kind of iffy. I don't know what you want. So nothing is stated in the door, nothing is communicated. So I'm gonna let that shit be what it is. But if you do come up with a girlfriend, I'm gonna be like, yo, it's gonna be like, it's just like, what the fuck was you doing? So you was over here dating a bitch while you just was fucking me? That's what you was doing?
So what's wrong with that? So like, if a nigga, if y'all just fucking around, so he not supposed to date or court women?
No. But you also not. Maybe you assume or like that's what you doing. You out here you fucking bitches.
So that's what you think he's doing?
Somewhat.
So you're not really taking.
Are we talking about me specifically? I'm speaking worldwide, generally.
No, yeah, generally speaking, just from like a woman.
A woman perspective, I think if you just fucking a girl, it's gonna be like that's the timing you want. Like you just fucking, you doing you getting money, you're busy.
You funny.
How are you getting money and you're busy and now you have a bitch? Like, when the fuck did you have time to go get a bitch? Because you would have to put time in for that. You would have to be on the phone with her, communicating with her. So now a girl that you fucking
Now the
is
math
like,
ain't mathing.
yeah, like you told me you didn't have time to nothing. You got a girlfriend. That takes time and effort. You don't just get a girlfriend. You got to get to know a bitch before you want to make her your bitch.
She a bitch, y'all.
Like, yo, like...
You got to get to know a bitch.
You do? Like, what you mean?
I'm saying, so let's just... All of this is true. Like, you got to get to know a bitch. He out courting her, taking a date.
Talking to her in the morning.
All of that. And y'all just have this sexual relationship. So the only way that that's going to bother you is if you secretly like this guy and you could have saw y'all going somewhere. Because if you were just using him to get your rocks off, I mean, it's just like the only grief that you should be going through is like, damn, now I gotta find a new dick.
Sometimes I think for some men it would be like that, like. But also, if a man is telling you he only got time, or he just say you do like hit him up every now and again, cool, like the conversations are trash, like. So you having good conversations with her? Like, what? Or she trash too? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Because my thing is, even if I do have a sexual relationship with somebody, I still humanly want to enjoy you to an extent, right? I got people that we had sex and I move around, you know what I'm saying? But then I have people like, we kick it, we watch movies, we crack jokes, we smoke a little bit, like, shit like that. So if that nigga come up with a bitch...
See, that's gonna be my problem because, like, I'm like I said, just naturally just charming, cool. I'm not just gonna. I can kick it with people who I'm just having sex with.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like, and we'll enjoy each other's time, type shit.
Facts.
So
how often though? That's the thing. Like, if I'm a part of, if you a nigga that hit me up every now and again, and that's like maybe twice a month versus like you hit me up
every week,
a couple times a week, and because it's like you kind of like I'm trying to not be on your case. I'm trying to be convenient for you, right? Okay. Because I feel like I'm trying to understand your schedule, understand you got a kid, you got a job, you got a business, you got this. I'm thinking as a woman, like, I'm not trying to be on your body. Yeah. I'd love to be on your body if that's where you were with me. But right now, I don't want to be hounding you. I want to be a little peaceful for you.
That's what's up, yeah.
But basically, you fucking, you literally like, oh, this is great. I'll keep this around, but I'm trying to pursue this woman. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. So
maybe girls, y'all need to have a conversation with these niggas y'all fucking. Like, so where you at with it exactly? And then where are you at with me specifically? Those need to be asked off rip. Like, or a month in. Like, okay, so where you at, period? Like, where you at with your love life? Like, are you pursuing bitches? And then what is this? Damn. Literally.
Within this conversation, I'm sitting over here thinking, I'm like, damn, I might have to have a conversation.
Right?
Like, damn, folks. Because that could, if we keep it in the book, that could possibly happen. Like, if I was to get into a relationship, somebody would feel like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
because you know what energy you're giving out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think.
But it's like, can you help that you just like a likable, cool motherfucker? Yeah. Or should you turn that off?
No, but also I think to me, men have a habit of giving girls a bunch of bitches 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents, and then try to give a bitch $1. You don't have $1 to give another another bitch. Like, y'all give so much. It's like it's like a leading on thing to me. I think like men kind of like lead on the situation. And I don't know if women do the same thing.
In like a lead on a situation, what tip? Not really, because most women, if you keep it a buck, most women want like exclusive.
Exclusivity.
Yes. Thanks for finishing that. So it ain't too many women that's cool with, you know, just kind of going with the flow type shit. You do have some, but for the most part,
I am she.
You're
I'm
she.
gonna go with the floor for sure.
For the most part, motherfucker gonna wanna
lock some shit down.
For sure. Especially if you know what I'm saying, if y'all vibing, sex good type shit. It's like, nah, nigga. What's them memes? We had sex, we go together type shit.
Oh. Either you gonna be with me or I'm gonna be with you. You could choose.
Right. Nah, I had somebody tell me if we had sex, we go together. So I never slept with her.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, yeah. Thanks for the heads up.
So is it on the I'm sorry, I don't know. That's kind of off topic. Is it on the fault of a woman if she don't say nothing? Like, if she is a go with the flower, because what man is gonna be like, don't let me be out here fucking other bitches, lock me down. So is it her fault if she don't say, what are we or what's to this? Is it her fault, or will a man literally be like, I want your ass, what's up? Like, I want more from this, or is he gonna just continue to be the butterfly that you let him be? Who is it on to like lock that relationship down?
I would say the woman.
Really?
I would say the woman, cause like a guy, he'll know, and he'll know if he wanna, you know, lock you down or whatever. But I say it's up to the woman, because we will kind of just ride it out. Even if I'm not fucking around in the meantime, men would typically just go with the flow longer than a woman. So if y'all should see her face, you should damn near a woman should, you know, ain't nothing wrong with the whole what is this type of thing. It just depends on when you ask it, and just use your own discernment with asking him. Like, you kind of know how he been moving. You see what you see. So if you feel like that,
Wait, so but I have this thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Why wouldn't I feel like if a man don't say nothing to me in that regard, you don't want it. And I feel like me asking you, you'll go with the flow just because I asked you, like, oh, we could do it, sure. That's not what you wanted, and that's why I think women are taught low key from rip, like, you don't tell a man you love them first. You don't ask a nigga to marry you, because it comes from somewhere. Women feel that shit immediately. Like, I'm only fucking with you because I know I would fuck with you like that, right? So I feel like, and I live my life this way, and I could be wrong. I'm going through my own journey, right? But I feel like if a nigga don't say nothing about that, he don't want it. And yeah, I feel like I want whoever I deal with, I want you to want that. I want it, I'm here. Like, as a woman, from my perspective.
With you being here, that should tell me that you want it.
Yeah, I'm here. You and then the time and energy and effort I'm giving you.
100%. Okay.
So I'm trying to figure it out. And I get it. I've heard men say, like, nah, you should say something. But, like when a woman tell you she love you first, some niggas will say I love you back just so I don't want to hurt your feelings. I want to hear your mouth.
I can't do that one.
Not now. You're an aware man.
Oh, yeah.
You're an aware man. You see what I'm saying? But, like, you know.
Okay, so this might be the first time this happening on camera. I'm standing corrected with what you said. Okay, so a guy, he should. Oh. Yeah. Because I'm sitting over here thinking about it. I'm like, okay, cool, right. Because I'm thinking about the situations where, like, if it was me, if I wanted some shit, I'm going to, my step. So, yeah, she's right.
Did you post something about this, though, today?
I did.
I think so. I think you, for this one was on your page.
Damn
near. You don't let a woman change her perspective.
Right.
Boom!
The fucking irony.
Yeah.
I actually want to read that to y'all. Damn, that's crazy. That how quick that came around, and that was so genuine. I forgot about that. All right, so it was a post, another book that I've read, and this book is called oh my goodness, this book is called The Way of the Superior Man. I think that's what it's called, The Way of the Superior Man. And a chapter in this book, well, not a chapter, but excuse me, a section, the section that she's talking about that I posted. Never change your mind just to please a woman. If a woman suggests something that changes a man's perspective, then he should make a new decision based on his new perspective. But he should never betray his own deepest knowledge and intuition in order to please his woman or quote unquote go along with her. Both she and he will be weakened by such an action. They will grow to resent each other, and the crust of accumulated inauthenticity will burden their love as well as their capacity for free action. And that's it was literally an example of what just happened, because I said something that I believed, and then I heard a new perspective, and it wasn't me, changing my mind just because she said something. I saw the perspective and thought about it, and some real nigga shit. Hey, you're right. Boom. So that's on. Yeah.
What was the energy? Facts.
It happens. But yeah, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up. Sometimes niggas just in a fuckboy face, and it is what it is. It happens, and eventually he'll grow out of it. Or he'll move better in it. So you can grow out of your fuckboy phase, or you can grow into it better. It's all up to you and your journey and what your intentions are. Mm-hmm. So until next time, y'all make sure you guys follow the page, A Man's Perspective on YouTube, A Man's Perspective on Instagram, A Man's Perspective on TikTok, A Man's Perspective everywhere. Y'all rock with me.